Hi strangers and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking every PvP map as of Operation Resurgence. Now, I did one of these, I think, back in Viper. And of course, you know, Lookout and New York City have been taken out. And now there's Metro and Office. And some revamps have come to already existing maps, such as Coast and... and Office already got a revamp as well, small revamp, but revamp nonetheless. So let's just go ahead and get right into it, and let's just start out with, I think, what is commonly considered the worst map in the game as of now. It used to be New York City, but now it is Gym, because they took out the two worst maps in the games, and now we just have Gym. Gym has been around since Operation Nightfall, I believe. I mean, this is an old map right here. This is a classic. And it kind of shows. There's glass everywhere. You can literally see enemies like just across the map. It's not great. I think the main problem with it is that there's just so much glass everywhere. That is the main issue, is that if you want to shoot someone, you gotta shoot glass. And then, of course, when you shoot glass, everyone knows where you are. Everyone knows, you know, like, what you're doing. If that makes sense. It's like you're just saying, like, hey, shoot me because I shot my gun. It's not good. You know, I think if they could try and, like, figure out a way to, like, kind of remove some of the glass, Gym could be pretty good, because I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fun. Attacking isn't the best, but whenever the attackers actually get inside the building, like, whenever they get past, like, all the first glass, it's pretty fun when you get inside. Like, I mean, that is just from me. I think it's really, really fun when you get inside, but just everything else, it just sucks. The spawn peak is not great. Because, I mean, and literally as soon as you spawn, you can get mowed down from either side. So it's neither a win from either side. But it's just not good. And I think there's kind of one map that only kind of slightly comes above it. And that's just Metro. Metro, I don't really hate. I just find Metro boring. I don't know what it is. Metro just feels slow. It's almost like a revamped New York City. But not, like, bad. It's just... slow. I don't know. There's not much I can say. I just keep repeating myself here. It's just kind of boring. I don't really complain when I get Metro, but I'm not excited to play Metro either. It's just one of those maps that exist. Fighting on the left side, like near the subway side, was like those little pillars, the 3 red pillars, like right in the middle. That's kind of fun. You know, kind of, you know, so you kind of dodging between the pillars, trying to shoot at each other. That's pretty cool. I like that. But other than that, it just feels... yeah. Anyways, I think for C tier, which would be like one of the most mediocre maps out there, is Office. I mean, the new maps aren't bad, but they're not crazily good either. I enjoy playing on Office, is what I'm trying to say here, is I really do enjoy Office. I think it's pretty fun. I know a lot of people don't like it for how fast-paced it is, but I like that. I like how it's a lot different from the other maps. It's really, really fast-paced. You get to the action pretty quickly. Games on... Office, you know, go pretty quickly. It's pretty good looking map. A couple problems though is that it's just you peek middle, you're pretty much gonna die. There's already like 3 people. Like if you're attacking. If you're attacking on Office and you go down middle, like that big middle hallway, you're probably just gonna get shot immediately. And sometimes it's the other way around. It's just not very fun to peek middle. Also, I don't think it's just me who has this problem, but there's also some kind of like frame rate issues on Office, at least that I've noticed. There's glass on Office as well, which is a little bit annoying. You know, that's kind of the problem, the big problem with Gym. But other than that, it's not that bad. But ever since they did a new revamp, Coast is just, that was the best map in the game, and they're like, all right, this is the best map in the game. What can we do to change it? Why would you fix something that isn't broken, BRM5? Why? Was it too open? Was that the problem? Because, like, here's the thing with... they basically just put stuff everywhere. So, imagine Metro, like, where there's just no cover everywhere, and there's just big open alleys. Well, you have Coast, which are kind of like small kind of semi-small, medium-sized alleys, but there's nothing in the way. So they put, like, just a bunch of random cabinets there. I don't know why there's cabinets in the middle of roads or walkways. It doesn't make sense. There's just a crap ton of boxes, cabinets, rocks. Just, it's like, well, why? You know, it's not... New Coast isn't great. It's still Coast. I mean, you can look at it and be like, yeah, that's Coast. But when you play Coast, it doesn't feel like Coast. Old Coast, that is. It feels like a new coast, which I understand that's kind of what they're going for. That's the whole point of a revamp, is to kind of retain the same parts of the map that they had before and kind of expand upon it a little bit. But it was downgrade because they also made it to where there's like the little crack like in Defender Spawn. Like if you go up the railings or whatever, like if you go up the staircase, the railings, it's like that little crack between the two buildings you could lay down behind. They removed that. You can't get back there anymore. I don't know why they did that. There's no reason to. I liked going there. It was fun for stealth. But nope, screw that. And then we got a whole bunch of stuff in the way, and now it's just pixel peaks, and it's still not bad. Coast is still a good map. I still like to play on it, but Old Coast is better. That's what I'm trying to say. And for A tier, we have Favela. I know Favela is going to be a really controversial pick. I think it was A tier last time as well. If I remember correctly, like Favela was A tier as well because I like Favela. It's simple, okay? I'll admit it. It is a simple map. Maybe it's like a little too predictable, but I like it. It's fun, you know, because what I always do is go to the staircase, and sometimes you never know if someone's going to be down long. You don't know if everyone's going to run to the staircase. You don't know. But basically, you're just going to have like a big old team firefight like right at that staircase, and then it comes down to maybe like 2 people, and then, you know, the round progresses like that. And I like that. I like how like maybe it sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it sucks to other people, but I like the fact that we had like this big team battle that lasts around about like 5 seconds, and then the round goes on like nothing ever happened. It starts out normal, complete chaos for a couple seconds, and then it's just completely normal again. I like it. Now, of course, I'm sure you all can figure out what's S tier. It's Tokyo. I don't know. Like, my opinions have changed on Tokyo. Ever since Coast got knocked down, I've realized that this map is just... Tokyo is practically perfection. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not quick-paced. It's not like, oh, immediately, okay, well, you know, I'm dead immediately. You know, you can go long, you can go left, you can go down the middle alleyway, you can go up top, you have a bunch of options, to say the least, and I think there's glitches as well, but I don't mean like that as a bad thing, because there's like boost spots and stuff like that. And that's what I really liked about Old Coast is that they took away, is that there's like kind of these boost spots you get to. Granted, some of them were unfair, like being able to get into the palm tree where you couldn't be shot. That was bad. That needed to be taken care of. I don't know if they did or not. I haven't seen anyone do it yet. But if they did fix that, good job. But just some of the stuff they took away, like being able to go down to the bottom marketplace, hop into a light, and then go up top, like, you know, like skip the entire staircase. I like that. That was a little thing, like, hey, if you understood the map that you're playing on, or, you know, knew how to do stuff, you could take advantage of it. But it wasn't that, like, crazy big of a deal, right? Because, like, if you understood, like, how to get on top of that lamppost, yeah, you get there faster, but also, you know, enemies can still predict you being there, so it's not like a crazily unfair advantage. Same thing with Tokyo. Whenever you're on offense or defense, you can, you know, wiggle up that wall to get up the wall faster and then go to middle. It's just little things that if you know what you're doing, you can take advantage of the map around you, and I love that about Tokyo. Tokyo does it so well. Like, it's not overpowered. Like, I don't think anyone has ever complained about being able to wiggle up the wall on Defender Spawn in Tokyo, because it's just what you can do, and it's nice to do it. You don't have to do it. If you don't know how to do it, it's okay. You don't have to do it. But for those of you who want to rush, you can do that, and it's so cool because you just have so much more options on what to do, and it's not overly broken either. I mean, no, you know, a lot of people don't even go in the big open area, so whenever you wiggle up that wall and try to catch them off guard, most of the time there's not going to be anyone there, and if you've gone down big open, you should already know to make sure that nobody peeks there. So it's just, I feel like it's just kind of common sense to learn that, and it just really adds to the maps just a little bit more. And I really do like Tokyo. Definitely one of the best maps in the game, and hopefully they don't revamp it. I swear to God, don't give it the Coast treatment. These maps are good how they are. Don't change them, except for Gym. Gym could definitely use a revamp. Metro, Office, Coast, Favela, I think they're all fine. Favela might need a little bit of a tweaking. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. I like how stupid it is, but it is very, very predictable. I know that's a lot of people's problems with Favela, and that's why they don't like it. It's because just how small and just predictable it is. So maybe a little bit of revamp to Favela, I wouldn't really complain too much. But I like how simple it is. I don't know. It's just me. It's stupid, and I love it. Good kind of stupid, not the bad kind. So I think the two maps that I would like for a revamp would be Favela and Gym. Gym, I don't know what they do. Favela, you could maybe, you know, make it bigger. I don't really know. But But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I mean, all these maps are like fairly good. I don't. Viper was a lot worse with its PvP maps. Lookout in New York City, those two maps sucked. I could not stand playing them. I don't like Gym all that much, but I will play Gym. I'm fine with playing Gym. But I'll admit it's the worst now. But compared to what I have played, like New York City and Lookout, oh my god, thank you for taking that out of the game. Best decision ever. Just yeah, I mean, just the maps in Operation Resurgence, there's definitely some better or worse than others, but there's not one that I strictly outright hate with all my guts like New York City.